Gentlemen and female gentlemen, I come with breaking news. There's this guy out there, he calls himself Diddy, and apparently, he's a diddler. I just did a whole Diddy deep dive onto all of what Diddy done it. He's been diddling around, and apparently Diddy did it, allegedly. And I don't want to get sued here, but apparently Diddy did it. He's being sued by like 120 people. It's a pretty awful situation. I just went into a deep dive a second ago into every single Diddy lawsuit. So apparently there's a conspiracy now, and I do love me some conspiracies. Listen, I may be an arbiter of chaos. I like the chaotic element of the universe. I like laughing at the chaos around us, but I also like justice. So apparently this Diddy situation is just the tip of the Hollywood iceberg. Apparently Diddy may not even be one of the masterminds here. He's just one of the completely disgusting, degenerate pieces of garbage out there, but it might be so much worse. He might just be the freaking first circle of hell, and we might have 8 more circles of hell below him. So I do want to see exactly how deep this goes, alright? And I will throw my tomatoes at whoever needs those tomatoes thrown at them. Alright, let's So Moon made a video called "The P. Diddy Situation Is Everything Wrong with Hollywood," and apparently, from what I am told, he gets in to the weeds of the conspiracy, that it's just the tip of the Hollywood iceberg. So I am nervously ready to see where this goes, and I am more than happy to throw celebrities under the bus, because I've never liked them anyway, to be honest. They're just bags of plaster in the public eye, psyoped to make people feel like they're important, when in actuality their opinions are meaningless, and they're just pieces of meat paraded around on the television that people seem to listen to for political advice and some shit. So anyway, this is just an average Nux dub. I know that everyone in the world is collectively coming together to say that it is bad. 2024 is a bad year. All these pedophiles are being revealed to the world. You're wrong. 2024 is a good year. All these pedophiles are being revealed to the world, okay? Putting Diddy behind bars after 16 years of doing his shit, that is good news. All right, let's see what we get.
The P. Diddy scandal has finally uncovered just how dark and twisted those in control of our culture really are.
Can we please stop making believe that they're in control of our culture? They are meat puppets! And there are brainlets that listen to them. I've been fighting this celebrity culture nonsense forever! Forever! Don't listen to me either, okay? I am also a meat puppet in my own way.
From some of the most disturbing sex parties ever recorded, sleepovers with a teenage Justin Bieber.
We get into the Justin Bieber shit here. Alright, so I heard rumors that Justin Bieber was somehow involved, but I did not do the deep dive there yet. I just saw the allegations. I don't know how far this goes, but Justin Bieber obviously went through some shit.
Bieber funding and controlling your favorite celebrities, hosting his own Love Island where he took people off the radar.
He had a Love Island? Bro literally is Epstein too, Electric Diddaloo. What the shit is happening?
I got an island, it's called Love Island. When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
He really said that on a podcast? He really talked about Love Island on a podcast?
Freak-off parties, whilst also allegedly taking down some of the most iconic musicians in the industry.
Holy
the P. Diddy situation is truly disturbing, and now that he's in custody, only time will tell what's going to happen next. But the fact that this has been going on secretly behind the closed doors of the Hollywood elite for decades shows just how well covered this truly was.
Honestly, this is such a big fucking dub. Can people stop lamenting that, oh my god, 2024, all these people are pedophiles? They were always pedophiles, okay? They're just being, the mask is coming off. This is good news, guys. Not that what Diddy did was, no, that was not good. It's not good news that he did it, but it's good news that he's being exposed for it.
But now, finally, the truth is unraveling in front of our very eyes. P. Diddy needs hardly any introduction.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really know about this guy much.
Before he was infamous for his crimes, he was at the top of society. He rubbed shoulders with some of the most powerful celebrities in the world. He knew...
God, was that him and Trump? Oh, man.
He was at the top of society. He rubbed shoulders with some of the most powerful celebrities.
Eesh. Oh my god. He was really a powerful, influential guy. He was just skirting by under the radar, raping people and then paying them off.
In the world. He knew everyone in the music industry, from Jay-Z, Beyonce, Snoop Dogg, to Biggie Smalls, and even Justin Bieber. However, this recent case has exposed how truly twisted the celebrity elites truly are. The investigation began initially.
Let's fucking expose this whole bullshit. I'm so done with it. I'm so done with covering up for rich people. Can we move out of that? Can we just accept that equality is not just between races, but it's also between classes in society? Can we accept for a second that this is fucking bullshit?
In November 2023 by Sean's ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura. She accused him of misconduct and filed a lawsuit. Cassandra and P. Diddy then settled out of court the very next day, and one of his lawyers, Ben Braffman, was clear that it was by no means an admission of wrongdoing. P. Diddy then released a statement wishing
him paying her $30 million to shut her up, that's not an admission of guilt. He cares about women so much, you see.
Cassandra the best in order to further support the idea that he was innocent, but guilty or not, it certainly left a stain on his name. Cassandra then released a statement thanking her friends and family for their support, and the settlement amount was left undisclosed. It seemed to be a case closed, done and dusted job, or at least that's what he thought. Little did P. Diddy know that this would be the beginning of the end for him.
Because it turned out P. Diddy was in fact the biggest proponent to why 90% of Americans decided to vote on Aaron Yeager for becoming president and unleashing the rumbling.
Start the ball rolling with many accusations and investigations that would lead to his demise. A further
What was that?
Start the ball rolling with many accusations and investigations.
50-foot backyard bed. 50-foot bed. Why does anyone need a 50-foot bed?
That would lead to his demise. A further 2 lawsuits were then filed, with accusations of abuse and sexual assault by 2 other women. Joy Dickerson claimed that in 1991, when she was just a 19-year-old college student, P. Diddy had drugged her after a date and sexually assaulted her in her home. Lizard Gardner was the next victim to come forward, claiming she and a friend were drugged and put in separate rooms where at first, P. Diddy and then Aaron Hall would do awful sexual acts against them.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude.
She then found out her friend had the exact same treatment as well, as it seems like they both took turns doing these awful crimes against these girls.
Brother, holy shit.
Lizard was just 16.
These people are deified by brainless masses, alright? All the people on Twitter that are glazing celebrities, these are the people you're glazing. Obviously not all of them are like this, but who knows if they are? You know them because they manage a famous musician. They could be monsters.
At the time.
Did you hear about the Diddy drama? Yeah, drama. You call this drama? You hear about the 9/11 drama that happened?
A few days later, P. Diddy pitched up at her house and assaulted her again, this time choking her until she passed out.
Fucking god!
As he was irritated at the thought that Lizard might mention
we already covered the lawsuits in the last one. It's so insane.
This to his girlfriend. Then in December 2023, another person came forward with more accusations aimed at him. She claimed that she had been gang raped and sex trafficked. She said that Harvey Pierre, who was—
Oh my god, I didn't see that when she was 17! Oh my god, dude.
The president of Combs Bad Boy Records, flew her from Detroit to New York in 2023. However, while with them, a third man joined P. Diddy and Pierre and raped her. P. Diddy—
They said it in the last video? I don't know. I guess I was so blindsided by all the awful shit I didn't even notice. When she was 17, she was sex trafficked and gang raped. Put this man in the fucking gulag. Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. I don't need him breathing the same air that I am breathing.
Diddy even complained that he couldn't finish until he had his nipples pinched.
That's an interesting thing to include in this video.
The suit included a photograph from the night in question of her sitting on Sheen's lap. She was only 17 then, and was now—
Wait, that's a fact? Wait, it's a— Okay, hold on. So the fact that he slept with a 17-year-old, that's a fact, question mark? It's just the rape that's in question? Bro, don't put this man in the prison. Bury him under the prison. Get him out of here, please!
The 4th woman to come forward in just a matter of weeks. This time, P. Diddy did not settle out of court. In fact, he issued a statement on his Instagram saying, quote, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of these awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth."
I guess we'll see.
But there were several red flags hinted by friends of P. Diddy, particularly in Usher's interview with Howard Stern, where subtle suggestions indicate that these new allegations were possibly founded as far back as 2016, back when the interview took place, as Usher described his experiences when he lived with Sheen Coon for a year, and said he was exposed to some very curious things, but at that age he didn't understand.
He lived with Diddy for a year at 13? He was 13 years old when he lived with Diddy? Okay, can I just make an incredibly important statement here? Parents of the world, What the fuck is wrong with you? Your kid is becoming famous, so you're gonna let him move into Diddy's house? Even imagine Diddy is a nice guy, okay? All right. Let's just imagine, hypothetical. You're moving him into this guy's house that you know nothing about because he's famous? He's gonna make you money? What is this, Ryan's Toy Reviews all over again? What happened to Justin Bieber? How did his parents let him move in with these people? Oh, because he's famous and he's making a lot of money. Dude, what the? Child services, get in on this. Diddy isn't qualified to raise a 13-year-old, even if he is making good music. Justin was 15 and lived with him too. Like, bro, these parents sold their children, okay?
The standards.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
So this was like a known thing. Oh my god. It was a known thing that this was going down.
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were
You were 13.
13. What were you
I
saying?
went there to see the lifestyle. I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
It's only now that it stands out because it further supports the allegations.
Wow.
When
Wow. Dude was 13 in a house where multiple orgies and alleged gang rapes were going on. They asked Usher if he'd sent his kids to Diddy Flavor Camp, and he said no so quickly. Yeah, no shit. Oh my god. This is a nightmare. Dude, can you imagine a kid living in a house where that's going on with a 50-foot bed and 1,000 bottles of baby oil and these fucking rape orgy shits? How do you send a 13-year-old there? How did the parents not get a fucking slap on the wrist and Diddy get instantly fucking gulagged? You don't do this shit with children in the room. What?
Howard asked Usher if he would allow his own son to participate in the Puffy Flavor Camp, as P. Diddy would call it, Usher didn't hesitate to say no.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Hell no. No freaking way. Hollywood politics, baby.
In a Rolling Stone interview with Usher in 2004, he elaborated on his experiences with living with P. Diddy. He said there was always girls around. You'd open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy.
God.
You never knew what was gonna happen.
This is fucking debauchery. Oh my god. They are literally 2 steps away from birthing Slanesh. Like, this is crazy. Imagine a 13... You know in the Scooby-Doo episodes where you have like a hallway with like 10 doors, and every time you open a door you see like a fucking monster in that room that chases you, and you close the door and you open the other door and then the monster's there? This is the fucking bullshit that 13-year-old Usher was living through. He would just open a door and see an orgy, and then open the other door and seeing some girl get drugged, and then open the other door.
With this in mind, it wasn't that surprising that by February 27th, 2024, the producer of P. Diddy's album, The Love Album, sued P. Diddy for $30 million for sexual assault. He claimed that he was also drugged and woke up in a bed with 2 male sex workers and Mr. P. Diddy himself.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
His lawsuit included P. Diddy's son, Justin, who he claimed would bring underage girls home and then drug them. While his
Dude, I don't understand how he got away with it for this long. Wait, this lawsuit was done in 2004. Okay. The government is fucking culpable too. They looked at this and were like, oh, he paid him off $30 million behind the scenes, so whatever, we'll let him go. Oh my god, dude. There are fucking children there. Oh my god.
dad secretly filmed these sexual acts. Although an adult film actor called D'Angelo Knockout Marquise claimed that one of the photos used in the lawsuit was actually a still from one of his films. Although perhaps discredited, where there's smoke, there's fire. And P. Diddy was now desperately trying to put the fires out as more and more took
It's the worst apology video of all time. Like, the fact that this man had the fucking chutzpah to sit there in front of the camera and talk about taking accountability.
to flame. P. Diddy actually admits that he did document everything in his life, so any sexual male acts could have easily been caught on tape. And the fear of that exposure will keep some from coming forward as well.
Bro.
Gene Deal, P. Diddy's
Oh yeah, I recorded all the sex just as a defense mechanism. Yeah, I privately recorded all the sex for privacy issues. It's purely it's in the contract.
Former bodyguard said in an interview that the freak-off included P. Diddy having sex with male escorts that his then-girlfriend was forced to find.
Looking at this lawsuit, she alleges that, Diddy, he'll make her look online for BBCs for their freak-off sessions. And she say that, in this lawsuit that, Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs.
And she was searching
Bro was a cuck too. Let's go.
for the big black, not only for herself, but for somebody else who we all know that was in the room with her. They had to be for both of them. They was in the room.
P. Diddy would make them wear masks to keep their identity from Casey.
Oh my god. Cassie claimed Diddy, 54, controlled and abused her for over a decade, as well as plying her with drugs, beating her and forcing her to have sex with multiple masked male prostitutes.
She also alleges that, while she was having sex with these male prostitutes, the male prostitutes, and Diddy, they all wore masquerade masks.
He didn't want her to know who they were.
Which is why on March 25th, 2024, P. Diddy's homes in both LA and Miami were raided by the Department of Homeland Security Investigations in New York. The raid was part of the investigation of sex trafficking led by the Southern District of New York, perhaps prompted by the now 5 victims who had come forward, one of which was a male who also chose to remain anonymous. Because of this, the investigators seized guns and P. Diddy's phone on the day of the raid. It was reported that over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant were found on the property. This unusual find would be laughable if it weren't so incriminating to the horrific charges. It only supported flying rumors of sex parties that would go on for days with drugged up women and male escorts, all performing sexual acts in the quote freak off to satisfy P. Diddy's endless need for lust. In the Los Angeles home, P. Diddy's
What was wrong with this man? What was wrong with this man?
sons were also put in handcuffs during the raid. It was reported by their mother that the federal agents used excessive unnecessary force and that it was just racially motivated. But
What are you talking about? Okay, this shit makes racism worse, okay? Yeah. This guy who was allegedly sex trafficking thousands of people over the course of 16 plus years, yeah, when they put him in handcuffs, it was racially motivated. Yeah, classic racial motivation over there. Yeah, oh man, I can't believe that they locked up Jeffrey Epstein. Classic case of anti-Semitism right there. What the frick, man? Are you joking me? Like, you do realize that when people see this claim of, oh, it's racism, that's why they're being hard on Diddy. You do realize that downplays the pleas of actual racism everywhere across the world. I cannot believe that. There is no way that's reality.
other that the federal agents used excessive unnecessary force and that it was just racially motivated. But
It's racially motivated. Unnecessary force. For the... Oh my god.
it couldn't be any further from the truth. Everyone allegedly involved was being taken down, and over the coming months, the truth would unravel about how truly disturbing this Hollywood celebrity culture truly was.
Thank God we're fucking taking the mask off this shit.
Now, P. Diddy's parties are known to
The
be
corrupt racist cops planted 1,000 bottles of baby oil and a 50-foot-long bed. What the fuck, man?
insane, as you can probably tell by the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. At these parties, it was reported that the drugs offered were all designed so that party participants could go on for hours having sex. There was a drink called the 2C, which was dosed with a bunch of drugs. Jaguar Wright explained this in an interview, as she said that P. Diddy would put in Special K, also known as ketamine, to relax your muscles.
God.
Now, if you don't know what ketamine is
Ketamine. I don't know why he's censoring everything.
is what they call on the street Special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer.
Yikes.
This was then mixed with cocaine and Viagra to counteract the negative side effect of limp noodle, as
Oh my god! He'd make a whole ass brewski! He would put ketamine to relax you, but if it relaxes you too much, you can't get it up. So he would also put in Viagra and cocaine. Make a fucking smoothie of that shit.
Jaguar described it, creating the perfect mix to relax you while still keeping you completely energized for sex.
The cocaine keep you up all night,
Oh
but
my God.
unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of with the blood flow. So you wants to fuck with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra to make
nice.
sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard
Huge.
while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke.
Jamie Foxx even said that he'd been
This the most insane, depraved shit I've ever heard in my life. Dude, shouldn't that alone be illegal? All that, like, those are not legal drugs.
One of these parties, and it's very likely that most people in the celebrity LA Hollywood culture would be partaking in this stuff, especially with
honestly, like, these parties were loved in the... Dude has the fucking audacity to wear a cross. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my lord. This is satanic shit.
The recent allegations coming forward in the last couple of weeks, and it's truly disturbing to think what was happening there. Recently a video was
a hot take.
LA Hollywood culture would be partaking in
Very
this
hot
stuff,
take.
especially with the recent
Bro has a cross with diamonds on it. I don't know if that's celebrating God. I don't know. This is like full frontal greed. Like, this cross is probably worth $200,000 just based on the diamonds, right? I don't know.
recent allegations coming forward in the last couple of weeks, and it's truly disturbing to think what was happening there. Recently a video was shown by CNN of P. Diddy assaulting Casey, which further supported her claims. The video shows her trying to leave the hotel party, and P. Diddy had already given her a black eye by this point. In the video, P.
Runs out in a fucking towel.
P. Diddy's wearing nothing but a towel, and as he catches up to her, he violently pushes her down, then proceeds to kick her twice and tries to drag her down the hall.
Oh my god, dude. And I'm gonna look up this video afterwards, but oh my lord.
The footage shows further abuse when he throws a bunch of glass in her direction.
Dude.
It's obvious that he's very intoxicated at the time, having just emerged from one of these awful parties. After this footage went public, P. Diddy posted an apology saying he was disgusted with himself when it happened, and that he's disgusted with himself now.
So disgusting.
It's so difficult to reflect on
so sad.
the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions
Responsibility, yeah, sure.
in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
He claimed that he sought help and went to rehab after the incident.
I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into
I
therapy.
love that. Yeah, I sex trafficked 14,000 children over 16 years in the industry, but then I saw a therapist, so I'm all better now.
I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
He asked God. Let's go. God forgave him. Who are you to not forgive him if God forgave him? Huh? Huh?
I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
The LA County District Attorney's Office also issued a statement saying that while the video was hard to watch, they could not use it for further action as the footage and incident happened beyond the timeline where it would be of legal use.
Bullshit. I hate this fucking garbage ass excuse. It's like, you're lucky you weren't in prison for the last 10 years, alright? Now you're gonna make it up. That's my opinion. Fuck this.
However, they encouraged others to come forward. It was explained that P. Diddy paid the hotel $50,000 for the footage so that it would not be leaked to the public. The sad reality is that
that sounds like a guy taking accountability, right? The guy that pays the hotel $50,000 for the footage. Yeah, classic accountability.
is the only incident caught in surveillance and actually exposed to the public. However, Casey's lawsuit was riddled with far more horrific accusations.
That girl went through some tumultuous shit that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business.
She claimed that P. Diddy would go into fits of rage and that she was his main target of savage beatings.
They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her out to safety.
She claimed that
Not fast enough.
he would drug her and force her to have sex with other men while he watched, filmed, and masturbated to it. This has since been dubbed as a freak-off, and as we've mentioned, it's come up in many other accusations as well. She also claimed to try to leave him in 2018, which ended up with her getting odd. Casey also claimed that for a brief time, she and Kid Cudi started a romantic relationship, but when P. Diddy found out about it, he threatened to set his car on fire and wanted to make sure that Kid Cudi was there when it happened. While it seemed like an idle threat,
Bro, around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. This is fucking insane. How is this man wandering the streets? Fucking cockroach.
It did indeed happen. 2 weeks later, Kid Cudi's car was deliberately set alight. As for P. Diddy, this footage of the abuse could not have come at a worse time. He was already being investigated, adding fuel to the fire. Women were coming forward with further accusations. And even men like the Michigan inmate Derek Lee Smith sued P. Diddy for $100 million and won by default.
Ho ho! A Detroit inmate won an $100 million lawsuit against Diddy. Oh my god. And the government's just like, oh, it's okay. He paid him behind the scenes. The charges were dropped. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Boss, his lawyer said, in my day, we called them threesomes. Wait, P. Diddy's lawyer said, when they called them freak-offs, he said, we call them threesomes? Holy shit.
It seemed that P. Diddy didn't even show up to defend himself for this one. In Derek's suit, he claimed that while at a party in Detroit in 1997, he was a victim of groping and sexual assault by P. Diddy. And once these accusations started coming forward, people started realizing that P. Diddy—
The dam broke. It's insane. It's insane. The dam broke, and it's over, and he's just paying people hundreds of millions of dollars to stifle this massive explosion.
Was just the tip of a giant iceberg of a huge Hollywood conspiracy. You see, Eminem, who's known to rap out his opinions, recently dropped a line in his Killshot diss track, mainly aimed at Machine Gun
Recently dropped the line 6 years ago.
Kelly that brought up the possibility of P. Diddy's involvement in Tupac's murder. The line that had fans reeling went, "Kel was the day you put out hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Tupac killed."
That's not, like, up to interpretation, okay? But Kels, the day you put out a hit's the day that Diddy admits he put out the hit that got Pac killed. Oh my god.
Which was then
everyone knew about this, okay?
Followed by, "I'm just playing Diddy, you know I love you."
Sure. He put this in because he didn't want Diddy to come for him. He had to put this "I'm just playing Diddy, you know I love you" at the end of the song because he didn't want Diddy to literally call a hit on him. Oh my god.
And many share Eminem's suspicions, although there has been no real proof of it. It is possible that Eminem is not holding back as P. Diddy's record company Bad Boy Records is funding MGK, who was gunning for Eminem. But Eminem didn't stop there. In other songs like Antichrist, he brings up the video of P. Diddy and Casey and makes fun of possible reasons for P. Diddy to chase Casey. In another song, Fuel, he brings up the lawsuit and insinuates that P. Diddy tried to have Tupac's alleged murderer killed.
Connection to Tupac and Biggie murders.
In another song, Bad One, Eminem raps about P. Diddy possibly blowing up Kid Cudi's car. It hit such a nerve that P. Diddy demanded a public apology.
Wow, well, demanded a public apology. The fucking balls on this man. What a piece of shit. He has the audacity to demand a public apology. Oh my god. When he did do all these things, seemingly, allegedly.
Apology from Eminem. He believed that the rapper had gone way too far and was doing more damage to his reputation in light of the new developments. Well, he's not wrong, because Eminem's fanbase outnumbers any other rapper, and they tend to be loyal and hang on to their every word. Especially when it comes to the disturbing life behind the scenes in the music industry and Hollywood world, people trust that Eminem isn't just making this up. All these allegations seem to stem from a time when P. Diddy came off as a powerful icon in the industry. This speaks to the intimidation and manipulations used to keep all those people quiet. In 1999, certain testimonies indicate that P. Diddy got away with a shootout in a club. At the same time, P. Diddy and his then girlfriend J. Lo went to the club and got into an altercation with Matthew Scar Allen. P. Diddy knocked a drink out of Matthew's hand, which sparked the violence, where P. Diddy threw—
This is crazy. It gets so deep. These aren't even the allegations that are in court right now. These are just an actual history of this stuff happening and people knowing about it, actively covering it up. Anyone that knew about the Diddy freak-offs and the sex trafficking minors and shit, they are all fucking criminals and culpable, in my opinion. Like, they knew this was going on. I get they were scared, but dude, this man is a terrorist.
Money in his face as a sign of disrespect. As it got heated, both of them drew their guns and fired into the crowd. 3 victims—
They fired into the crowd, bro! This is unacceptable that the government just kind of lets this go because they pay the right people off. Like, how? I don't know. Do you think it's an active government cover-up as well? Do you think Hollywood elites are so fucking rich that they are in bed with the government, literally and figuratively, so the government actively turns blind eyes? That they love the fact that these completely moronic Hollywood flesh puppets are just sitting there being propped up by the news as relatively important figures in society to dictate and control what the masses believe? That you'll have your average troglodyte on Twitter seeing that Taylor Swift is supporting some presidential candidate and therefore decide to agree and also vote for that presidential candidate, even though what the fuck does Taylor Swift know about politics? Like, I'm just saying, this goes deep, bro.
Survived to tell the tale, but one victim in particular stands out. Now, Tanya Rubin reports that she saw P. Diddy do the shooting while Sheen shot into the ceiling. She herself was shot in the face, and her testimony has not wavered since.
I watched them both fire their guns. I watched them, and that is exactly how I sit here today, because some thug criminal with an attitude and an ego that was outside of control decided he was going to fire a gun in a crowded nightclub and shot me in my face.
P. Diddy was a celebrity, was a hero, was beloved by so many. He was a thug criminal. Piece of shit, and he always was. And not only did he get away with it, but he was revered!
She was so adamant about it that she offered to get bullet fragments removed from her skull to use as forensic evidence. However, P. Diddy was once again acquitted, which
by jury. I love this system.
Removed from her skull to use as forensic evidence. However, P. Diddy was once...
Look at this. Sean Diddy Combs faced 2001 New York City shooting trial, was acquitted by jury. Oh, the jury acquitted. Well, that's nice that the jury, how many people are in the jury? 13 or whatever? That 13 dumbasses that were randomly pulled from random places that know nothing about the law, that were probably his fans, they acquitted him. Oh, okay. The jury acquitted him, so it's all good.
Again acquitted, with Shane taking the fall, being sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Can we get Uncle Ruckus on the jury, please?
Pulling the strings behind the scenes once again, and P. Diddy got away scot-free. This was even brought up in Rodney's suit, as P. Diddy would tell him that he even got away with shooting people and would display his guns to instill fear to keep Rodney silent and compliant. The more we uncover about P. Diddy's life, the more these testimonies start to line up a very...
But there's so many! There are so many! Right? You'd think that if someone was a rapist, they raped a person once. And that is a horrible fucking thing, and they should be thrown into a cell. Okay? But this dude's been going on for 16 years, allegedly. 16 years! And he gets 13 male prostitutes on the jury to acquit him, alright? I don't want to hear this shit.
Dark picture of what it takes to...
Well, what do we have here? He's guilty! I got the rope right here. We need Uncle Ruckus right now.
Succeed in the celebrity culture and how truly powerful the people pulling the strings really are. P. Diddy just seems...
Bro thinks he's a celestial dragon, honestly.
...to be the tip of the iceberg. Just one guy who was so clumsy, made so many obvious mistakes, and became so hated by the industry that he's finally now being exposed. But who knows how many other people are out there doing the exact same thing or even worse.
That's the real question. The real question is, how many of these people do this? Because everyone loved Diddy a year ago. So what's going on?
But soon another two victims would come forward. This time the model Crystal McKinney, who claimed she met P. Diddy in 2003 at a fashion event. He found her attractive and offered to help her with her career. And once he had her at his studio, he gave her alcohol and offered her laced marijuana, stating, "You've never had weed like this before."
Oh hey, I could help you with your career. Proceeds to drug her and rape her. Oh, that's nice. At least he helped with her career.
Quickly, she was very intoxicated, and P. Diddy took her into a bathroom and forced her to perform some certain acts. Later on, she woke up in a cab, but luckily remembered what had happened, and she kept her clothes in plastic if they were ever needed for forensics. But because...
Oh my god. Oh my god. But she never said anything. She literally had evidence, but she was scared to say shit. Dude, this guy blew up someone's car and shot into a crowd of people and got away with all that. Right? Allegedly. Oh, God. There's a true story. Kesha changed her lyrics to waking up like P. Diddy. To waking up like fuck P. Diddy. Because she too was a victim. Look. Oh my God, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. This is, like, the rabbit hole keeps getting deeper.
Because of his power, she only filed the lawsuit in May of 2024.
Because everyone's scared to go about this alone. This guy can destroy you. He could ruin your life. Diddy could fucking ruin your life. You know?
April Lamprose is another victim of a much older but longer case. In 1994, she would meet P. Diddy, as he offered to mentor her in pursuing a fashion career. However, this would turn into a lawsuit of 4 incidents where P. Diddy would sexually assault her over the next 6 or 7 years. If she refused his advances, he would go berserk, which almost made her feel obliged. P. Diddy then taped it all without her knowledge, and had shown these clips to others.
Like, this is a level of villainy that like, you're not used to, and he's able to get away with it for so long because he's rich and powerful. Oh my god.
She felt like he had the power to ruin her career in an instant.
And you know what? He did have that power. He literally had that power.
So she always had to be careful. After a few years, she bumped into him again. This time he apologized for his behavior, but then fell straight back into his old tricks to lure her in. The indictment revealed that P. Diddy also threatened his victims, including by threatening to expose the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of freak-offs.
Oh my god. He would he would traffic them, he would drug them, he would rape them, he would record it, and then he would threaten them to reveal it unless they continued to get drugged and raped again. Allegedly. Alright? This is fucking insane. Like, how do you fucking get away with this shit for so long? I don't know, man. And your friends know about this and they just don't say anything? Like, dude, these people know what happened, and they're just walking around in the world, and they don't say anything. Like, P. Diddy is the Boys character that just accidentally leaked into the real world. Obama was tight with Diddy? I don't know, man. Like, this is so big and known by so many people, it has to have been covered up on a political level.
If the woman didn't comply with his demands. Kidnapping, also one of the charges, was briefly mentioned in a joking manner in a Conan interview with P. Diddy, where he says, quote, "I don't know if you guys have noticed this, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave. You need locks on the doors." And while the crowd laughs at the
Straight up said in the Conan interview that you need locks on the doors.
time, it's only in hindsight do we realize how disturbing this statement truly was.
I don't know if guys have noticed this, like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Which is why...
Oh, he just said it. He just fucking said it like it's a normal thing to say. That's not just a red flag, okay? He says it like it's normal.
From there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
You look at Conan. He's just like, what? He doesn't laugh. The crowd laughs because ha ha ha, joke, locks on the doors, lol. But he's just like, what?
Which is why last week on September 16th, 2024, P. Diddy was finally arrested at a hotel in Manhattan on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. His lawyers claimed he intended to hand himself in, but wasn't awarded the chance. He also claimed that
he wanted to hand himself in. Sure, the guy that made an apology video taking accountability when the video was leaked. Yeah, sure.
He had handed over his passport, but it was cleverly worded as he had only handed it over to his lawyer, not the federal government. The reason this is important is because he was trying to show that he was not a flight risk, and therefore able to be released on bail.
Oh my god, it was all part of the plan to release him on bail so he could fly to his fucking Love Island and live out the rest of his days. Wait, did he actually flee to an island at some point?
If P. Diddy did try to leave the country, it would turn into a nightmare of trying to get him back. However, his
Don't let this man out of your sight.
lawyer would have discouraged this. Still, it didn't matter because the judge denied his bail. His lawyer then appealed bail on the 18th of September, offering $50 million, which was again denied.
Good fucking shit. Get him in. Keep him in there. Don't let him out of your sight. Don't let him out of your sight. Don't give him the opportunity, alright? If this man kills himself in jail, that's fucking bullshit, okay? People should not be able to get off that easy. I don't want to see any of this Epstein shit.
And P. Diddy is now facing up to life in prison should he be convicted of the
It's not enough.
long list of charges, including forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
Honestly, give him to Mr. Beast. Let Mr. Beast deal with him. Yeah. Give him 100 years in solitary confinement. All right, let's do this. Mr. Beast documented. Give him to Mr. Beast. Oh my God, what is this? Live stream firing squad. All right, that's crazy.
P. Diddy and his team tried to silence many witnesses with bribes, but while his life went from expensive cars and parties with some of the most rich and famous pop stars in mansions and hotels, he's now confined to 4 walls of a prison cell, waking people up to how disturbing this Hollywood industry truly is. It's also known that the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he's currently being detained, is known to be hell on earth.
We take those.
It's the same prison that housed R. Kelly, who faced very similar charges, and Mr. Jeffrey was also a former inmate before he was found dead. Since the
Wow, this is like the prison. Like, this is the prison for post-retirement from the fucking Hollywood extravaganza. It's like R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein and P. Diddy, and they're... This is crazy, bro.
second appeal of bail was denied, P. Diddy has been put on an S-watch. His lawyers have said that they will fight this with all they have, as they believe he's innocent. But it's believed that the defense attorneys have an airtight case and are very confident that their investigation findings will secure a guilty verdict. Regardless of the outcome, his career is completely over. He's been exposed for all the vile stuff, and now the truth just seems to keep on unraveling. All his business colleagues and former friends have done everything they can to distance themselves from him. It appears that Usher's deleted a bunch of tweets to get some distance, and even though he claims he didn't do this, it does seem very suspicious, and nobody
Wait, what?
tweets to get some distance. And even though he claims
Usher claims he was hacked. Yeah, they hacked his account and then deleted his X posts. Sure.
didn't do this, it does seem very suspicious.
Yeah, this is some cover-up shit. All the other people that were involved are now gonna somehow slink away into the darkness. He's a famous person that got caught, and I don't think the punishment fits the crime. Like, what this man did is incomprehensibly evil.
And nobody really believes him. But many celebrities are too scared to even speak out against P. Diddy, and some might fear the footage the feds have that could implicate them. It's been reported that Justin Bieber is so shocked by the crimes of P. Diddy that he's unwilling to talk about it. And after all the videos of
I really want to know exactly what happened to Justin Bieber, because you look at how mentally fucked he is, and you wonder if a lot of that is trauma from the P. Diddy days.
him and Justin Bieber have surfaced back online, it's said that Justin's completely shut down. And you can only imagine some awful things have happened behind the scenes
Oh my god, it hurts to see.
that we'll never truly know about.
Wow, dude. Insane.
Justin, who once looked up to and admired the music mogul, now regrets collaborating with P. Diddy on his latest album, and there's probably way more to it than just that. More information has also been leaked about how P. Diddy funded Bad Boy Records by drugging his guests with food and drinks and then filming orgies to blackmail the elite's high-profile guests.
This has literally been his MO from day one. He started off doing this shit, and then he just literally let it snowball into somehow a successful career. He filmed a party by... He funded his fucking company by filming people that he drugged and blackmailed? Like, what? This is the ugly bastard strat, maximized.
Castle Black made the claim and said he had been waiting to come out with the truth about his knowledge of the matter. But no matter what, this entire scandal should really highlight how disturbing the celebrity world really is, how there's power brokers pulling strings behind the scenes, controlling everyone in the industry. True. And if you don't fall in line, you can easily be blackmailed. Which
and this guy just happens to have the most insane fucking... Like, I would imagine even people that are able to get away with this wouldn't get away with it just because it's so insane. Like, who fucking hires 12 male strippers to have sex with your girlfriend that you've been abusing for 10 years? Okay? Who does that shit? Like, this guy's a fucking devil. He's a fucking devil. There's no explanation. I don't know how human beings can end up this perverted and awful. Like, this is insane. I can't believe it. Listen, I am normally here to laugh at the chaos, but this is evil. Okay? It's nowhere near the borders of normalcy.
makes it so that it's almost impossible to know what's really going on. But with more clues like this, people are starting to wake up to how truly awful the celebrity industry truly is.
Finally, I think it's been years of the government using celebrity culture to just puppet the masses around. I don't know. It's like, and it's so blatantly obvious. Every time you see Leonardo DiCaprio walk off of his private jet to give a speech about the environment, like you look at that and it's like the disconnect is so real, and people just eat this shit up. Anyway, this has been the tip of the Hollywood iceberg. I really believe that there's some awful, depraved shit going on there, and I don't mean to put on my tinfoil conspiracy theorist hat on, but goddamn, it really looks like Diddy did it. And Fiddlers and Diddlers, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. I will stay on this story because I am invested as shit right now. Thank you so much for being here. Don't listen to celebrities, goddammit. Use your fucking cerebral cortex. Think for yourself. These people are fucking plastic and flesh on a screen. They are nothing more, okay? Fuck them. Stay weird, fam. If you made it to the end, click one of these 2 videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Kick. Stay weird, fam.